Tiff, Jag Digital Services, hope you're doing good. Hey, online store. So I want you to get a feel for what you're doing. The website is $7.99. Annual hosting for e-commerce store, because you're going to take payments online. It has the security and triple encryption gateway. You got to protect not only yourself, but you have a responsibility to protect the online buyer and their cards, right? So that's going to be required. That's a year. That's like 39 bucks a month. So GoDaddy, Square, they're all the same. Okay, Shopify, they all do the same. You don't want to go to Shopify or Square or Wix or any of those and do their stores, because you sign a contract with them and they own the rights. Okay, so you want to have your own if you can. You would own this stuff. So one-time build for the store, that's up to 300 products. We could take it to 1,000. You can go to 10,000. It's just real easy to scale, but that's a one-time, that's annual. There's a one-time $750 integration fee because we have to connect everything, okay? You'll need a FedEx or a UPS account. Those are free. You go get an account. They'll give you a merchant ID, and they'll even give you supplies. You can talk about what your products would be like, and they can make recommendations on shipping, okay? You can do a flat rate. A lot of people get caught up in the free shipping. I don't know, with the times coming up, I really wouldn't recommend that. Most of everything is ground, 3-day or 4-day ground to keep the pricing low, because it can look really large compared to what they're buying, and then they're gonna bounce on the cart, right? So you gotta go get one of those. But when you get a FedEx or UPS account, then we do the shipping, cancellation, refund policies, all that, terms of use goes into your store. We have all that for you. To connect the shipping, it's $79 a year. That's a license interface fee that's registered to your business. You need that. That way, in the cart when they're checking out, whatever the rates are that you negotiated with FedEx for you versus the rates you're giving to the consumer, you want to make a little bit there, because the exchange rate on money is going to cost you some, okay? But nonetheless, $79 a year, what you're looking at, we'll have to pay the first year credit card on file for that. Credit card on file for tax jar. That's the taxes. They're the best in the country. They know all the regulations and they get all the updates. I think the cheapest one, we just started a new store. She's doing like 21 bucks a month. But there's some states, some counties that the regulations aren't going to assess taxes on your sales to people, because there's like a 200,000 limit in the volume of sales per year, or 200 transactions, whichever comes first. So you may not even see tax assessed at the beginning, but all of that's automatically put into the cart as they shop, right? If I go select something, all of that's picked, because it's going to go from zip code to zip code. Where is it going? And then based on that zip code, what's the taxation? Because the software will do it for you. Online payment gateway. Now that's the portal that is secured for people to go and make payments. It doesn't store their credit card, although it might be saved in our phones or computers, whatever we use. But in the store, it will use it, send an encryption, let it get processed and payments made. Then your store is actually able to move the order from processing, okay, to complete. That's when shipping and all that gets triggered, right? There's another one that's called ShipStation. I would recommend it. And I want to say ShipStation, I want to say it's like 30, I think it's 30 bucks a month. And what that does, and that's one of the beginner plans, it actually receives all your orders and everything outside the store, but it'll print labels for you right away. And it'll also allow people to print a return label. Let's say you're accepting returns. I don't recommend that. All sales are final, or usually the way today. But the whole idea is they pay for shipping to return. ShipStation lets you just control processing the order. All you want to do is have FedEx or UPS just pick up whatever you're going to put in a box or a bag every day around 4 and pump out deliveries, because sales are happening, right? The online payment gateway is $99 per year. That needs to be licensed and interfaced with your business. And what that does is allow this stuff to work. Gives this place a place for this stuff to live, but then it allows you to use your merchant services. I think y'all have Square, and it doesn't work with this gateway because they have their own. So you'd have to either use Stripe or PayPal, or I can recommend you to my guy in Florida. They're with Payrock. That's the 3rd largest in the country. You'd have to do an application, pass credit, and can't be no bad checks anywhere. right? Bad bank accounts. They're $10 per month. I use them for a lot of my churches and nonprofits, right? Plus the exchange rate. Oh, no, I misspelled exchange, right? Plus exchange rate. So, you know, that's the rate over what the bank charges versus, you know, the processing. That's where that 3 and 4% for American Express, 3% MasterCard, Visa comes in. Stripe's about 3%, PayPal's about 3%, but then they have their fees, right? So like $8 a month and, you know, something like that. Plus. Stripe's actually more than this one, and PayPal is actually more than both of them. PayPal is not being too friendly with merchants today. They're really leaning on the side of the customer, and will do a refund in a New York minute. So you want to be careful. Not trying to blow your hair back, but I need you to understand what you're going to need to be doing if you're going to do a store. You can go to Shopify, you're going to sign a contract, they're going to own the rights to the website and the domain. And they're going to take a share of the profit because they're going to provide the entire setup. If you go to GoDaddy, Square, or Wix, you're going to kind of semi-do some of this. They'll provide all that to you, but they're making money on all of this on you. What these are direct costs that I can give to you as a business owner so that you make more profit. Because if you take $1 in, you're only going to make basically 90 cents, right? And if you take out some of your other costs, every dollar that you make, you're probably going to net about 75 cents. You have to keep that in your mind. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to be giving away shipping all the time. And if they're going to return something, if you decide to do that, make them pay shipping to get it back to you. Because it's going to cost you money just to process the order in the first place. So that's how you want to look at it. So if I make $1 and I net 75 cents, what kind of sales, prices, products, volume of products do you need to make this work for yourself? This is where we're at. So I would need $2,500 to get it done. That's on the lower scale. It's like nowhere near what we charge, you know, other people, as you know. So just trying to take care of you there, okay? But we would need that so we can get it started, plus a domain, and then we'd have to work through helping you get all of these little things together, because we will have to do the integration and connect it all. There's a way it has to be done, and it's only with developer coding and access, okay? All right, that's the story. See you.